Hey guys, it's Sunday, as you know. So if you were on my Instagram last week, I wasn't able to post. I wasn't feeling too well, and no, I did not have COVID. I feel like I have to express that nowadays because you can't feel sick or not feel well before people jump to the conclusion that you have COVID. Um, if I seem a little disoriented, it's because I am. I kind of hit my head really hard this morning, and kind of have had ice pack like literally on it all day. But fun fact. Also, I've been trying to do work so that way I don't fall asleep because I heard it's like really bad to fall asleep um, after you like hit your head. Or at least that's what I was told as a kid. Was anyone else told that? I don't know if it was just me, but anytime like any of us got a bump, um, like when we were kids, my mom would put salt and butter on the bump. I don't know if that's normal. If you did that, let me know in the comments because I think I told either Jakir or Ronique, and one of them looked at me like I was crazy. It was probably both of them. But if you do that, let me know. But yeah, so I was always told like not to let the kid fall asleep after they like hit their head. So I just been trying to stay awake and working on some Eagle News stuff. And luckily, I did all of my homework yesterday. But this discussions with Delinah is kind of informal. It's basically just gonna be me ranting, me talking. So I mean, I do have a point in a sense, but if you don't want to like listen to my life story, you, I'm just letting you know now to prepare you, or you can click off the video. It's up to you. But um, basically, the past like I don't even know at this point because I really feel like I've been here for like 6 months and I've only been here for a month. Not even a month. I've been here for like 2.5 weeks, which is insane. But yeah, because I think this would have been my third discussions with Delinah up here. Um, I lost track of where I was going. Bear with me, guys. This past like month or whatnot, I feel like in a sense, I feel like the enemy has kind of been attacking me in a bunch of different ways. And now I say that, but I have a tendency, for those who know me, I'm very clumsy. I'm very problematic, like to myself. Like it's just there's always something going on. And so I say that to say I like to like find a reason for everything. So it's like like when certain things happen in your life, you kind of wonder, okay, is the enemy doing this to attack me to try to like if I'm doing like really well with God, is the enemy trying to attack me so that way I'm not able to spread His word, so I'm not able to do this and do that, or is God trying to test me so He can see if I stray away from Him or if I continue to have that faith, continue to have that drive, and focus on Him first in the midst of all of the struggles going on. And so with that, I don't know what's been going on the past month. I feel like it could be the enemy as far as like just trying to knock me off my balance. But it could also be God testing me to see where I'm going and what I'm doing in life and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I just gave myself a headache. So the past like month, um, to name a few things, I feel like sorry y'all. Basically, I lost a friend, which I mentioned a few videos back, or even the last video, I'm not 100% sure. But, I lost a friend, who's no longer in my life. They are still alive, but it's just, things, we were just headed down different paths, and I think God removed that person from my life to, make me stronger, and just in general to I don't know. I feel like he just had different plans for us. So I feel like with that, I found out something about them in the beginning of the month, and it threw me for a loop because I hadn't really thought about that person in a while, and I was finally, in a good place. Like I feel like it always hurts when you lose a friend or like a family member, just anyone that's close to you when you no longer speak to that person anymore. It's definitely impacting, and it took me a while to be able to just be fine with it. Um, and so to kind of rehash everything and then kind of go through the emotions again was a little bit hard for me. After that, I've been super, super stressed, super overwhelmed for sure. Like I have 6 classes, I have 2 jobs, I have a mentorship. I have roommates and best friends and people that in my life that I want to take care of. I got to make sure, I talk to, just because, like, that's who I am. And, like, they want to go to events and stuff like that. And so also having my discussions with Delinah and doing Chi Alpha, which I'm not complaining about any of these things, mind you. I love everything. Maybe not the classes, but there's nothing I could do about that one. But I definitely, it's just a matter of balancing everything and finding a way for all of it to work without completely overwhelming me. And so far, I feel like I've kept myself so distracted that I haven't had a chance, like, since the incident happened in the beginning of the month, I haven't had a chance to, like, sit down and think and overthink, because that's something that I tend to do. If I'm not doing things, if I'm not staying, like, active, either physically or even, like, mentally and emotionally, I start to overthink, and then that is what brings up my anxiety and those things that I don't even need to be thinking about from, like, 8 years ago kind of pop up, So with that, I feel like because I've been keeping myself so busy, the enemy is trying to attack me in other ways. Physically, I've had issues with my legs, which still haven't gone to a doctor about it, but there will be a lot of times where I think, like, just this morning, what ended up waking me up was that I was having really bad pain in my knee. And I usually have, like, a wrap on my foot. I've been trying not to have it wrapped because I don't want it to get, like, too dependent on the wrap. Right now I have it on because, like, I think yesterday my foot was really hurting me. But I feel like, the enemy's definitely trying to attack me physically. Sometimes it'll feel like my legs are inflamed. Sometimes it's just a matter of just, like, slight pain. I get bruises way too often. But I think that's definitely just me being clumsy. Half the times I don't know where the bruises came from. Like I said, this morning I hit my head on, like, a metal towel rack thing, and I'm just clumsy. But and I feel like when the enemy tries to attack you and he sees that that's not working, he's gonna try and attack you in other areas of life. So I'm recording on my phone. Wow. This is the phone I'm supposed to be using. It turned itself off and has been turning itself off, and my father got it fixed twice. The other day, I want to say on Tuesday, because I had to go to work. On Tuesday, it turned itself off. It has not turned back on. It is now Sunday. You can hear it. You can hear, like, well, I doubt you can hear it on the camera, but like, when you press the button, you hear the vibration. I hope you can hear it in the video. It's still making the noises. It's just literally a black screen. So that's been slightly stressful for me because my entire life is basically on my phone. My stuff for my jobs is on my phone. I don't really have time most of the time when I'm doing everything. Like, for example, a lot of my, like, for Eagle Media, I'm the opinion section editor. So all of my stuff is basically on my laptop, my computer, and my phone. I can't have my email on my laptop because I still don't know how to add a second Microsoft, like, Outlook account on the computer. So if you do know how to do that, can you let me know? Because I've been trying to figure it out for a while and it has not worked. I know how to put it on my phone and my iPad, though, so that's where it is. And when I'm on the go and I see that someone sends me an email and I'm running on a deadline and I got to quickly respond, my backup phone is not doing me justice because it just doesn't want to have space. Like, 96% of the space is taken. It keeps saying, like, system errors, and it's been a very stressful experience. And my father is trying to find me a new phone, but obviously if he's, if we're spending all the money, he wants to, like, get a good phone, and I don't know nothing about phones. So, so that's another thing. On top of that, the people in my life are going through, their own problems, and they rant to me, and so it's just kind of like, I hear what they're going through, and I'm like, dang, like, that's crazy, because obviously, if someone that you love is hurting, if someone that you love is going through something, you feel that pain. Or, I don't know if everybody is like that. I know I'm like that. Like, if my friend or my family member is experiencing sadness or anxiety or, like, really bad, like, pain, or just going through something situational, I feel that, and then I automatically pray for that. And so I feel like the enemy realized, okay, I can't get to her through her thoughts because she's always doing something. Let's try to attack her physically. Okay, that's not working. Let's try to attack the stuff that she's so busy working on. Oh, that's not working. Let's start attacking the people around her. And with that, and I feel like that can come across as very conceited, as like, oh, everything's about me. That's not what I'm saying at all. Like, not even remotely. It's just a matter of that's how it feels from my standpoint, and that's what I feel is happening, even though I know that, everything happens for a reason. That may not even be close to what is going on. And it could be the enemy putting that specific person, like, for example, for those going through stuff that are in my life, it could be God putting that specific person through something for a reason. And it has nothing to do with me. But it's just a matter of, just overall trying to deal with everything. And then finding out that my mother, something's going on with her to where she has to, I don't want to put her business out in the world, but she has to deal with some stuff. And then she's also in school, so I know that stresses her out. And I haven't even heard about her school in a while, but I already know how my mom gets with school and how she gets really stressed out. So it's just a matter of, my point of me ranting for 11 minutes now about my life and everything that has been going on in the past month is that I'm still standing. I'm still here. Like, regardless of what I'm going through, regardless of the many things that are going wrong in my life right now, I still have faith that it's going to get better. And I still have faith. And I don't know when. I don't know if all this stuff is going to continue to happen. But I have had to remind myself every night when I pray, and every time I feel overwhelmed and I feel stressed and I just feel like, oh my gosh, nothing is going right. I'm like, enemy, you're not going to break me. Plain and simple. And I have said that out loud at the most random times. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing. I think I put my phone to charge and I was trying to turn it back on because I think this is the most frustrating thing in my life right now. Aside from like some family issues, this is definitely the most stressful thing. And I think I put it to charge, tried to turn it back on, and I was getting really like overwhelmed, really frustrated. And I ended up cracking this phone because once again I am clumsy and it fell off of my bed. And if you see, my bed is pretty high, so it was a hard fall and it kind of cracked. But luckily it's a screen protector, but still, I don't have another screen protector, so it feels like just a screen. But I think I got so overwhelmed and I started crying over a phone. And I literally was like, no, enemy, you are not breaking me. Like, I will not be broken. And I say that, and I want to rush this up because I only have like 2 minutes left. But I say that because, we're going to go through things as individuals. It's normal. It's natural. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel like, for example, one of my friends right now is going through a kind of a rough situation, and that person was ranting to me a little bit, and I'm like, wow, I can't imagine being in a situation like that. I can't imagine not having certain things that I have right now. And to lose hope is probably the worst thing that can happen. And, sometimes we blame God and we're like, God, why are we in this situation? Why is all of this happening to me? Like, I was doing so well and now I feel like I'm all the way back at the bottom, back at the start line. You can't focus on circumstance and your situation. You have to focus on what's going to happen and what's going to come out of your circumstance. So yes, you may be homeless, you may be broke, you may be in debt, you may have broken phones and be stressed out and overwhelmed. But that brokenness could lead you to having the motivation to find a job, the motivation to trust in the Lord in a way that you've never had to before because you weren't put in those situations. And so with that, Matthew 6:34, therefore do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. I think I read that right. Worry about today's problems. You worrying about tomorrow's problems and yesterday's problems isn't going to do you any good. Focus on today. Focus on what you have to do today. Put a smile on your face. And yes, you may not always want to smile, but thank God that you are here today for another day. And thank the Lord for allowing you to just be with the people that you love or just to be alive, because that is the greatest gift in itself. And thank God for giving you another day to praise Him and to glorify His name and to trust in Him and all of the wonderful things that He will be doing in your life. Because I thank God that I can even do this message right now. So, I love you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday. I know this was all over the place, but love you. Bye.